So, I wanted to do a type of diary log about my Nonna, which is Italian for grandma. I'm going to try not edit this at all. If there's really long pauses, I probably will, because I need to think. Main purpose of this video is to just share the amount of happiness and love that my Nonna gave me growing up. I'm in her house right now. I'm quite sure this house is going to be sold soon. I'm in Australia. If you already know me, you already know that. Usually live in New South Wales. I didn't have the money, so I basically went into debt just to get over here. Not a lot of debt, maybe like $500-600. But Nonna meant so much to me that I don't think I should apologize for crying because it's normal. But she died on 8:30. The exact time is on my phone, which is right there. On August 1, 2022. She made it to 99. I'm doing this at about 6 in the morning before my mum wakes up and my wife. Just because I want this to be a semi-personal experience. And my boys viewed YouTube as a mental thing, like to keep me sane and stuff. So on the off chance of some sort of spiritual afterlife, if Nonna can see this, I just I just want to do this video. I remember coming to this house literally when I was like 3 or 4. The memories are not like really solid, but I came here so much as a child and a teenager. My Nonna was, in my opinion at least, the best grandma you could ever ask for. I think one of the most important qualities I've inherited from her is her stubbornness and just not wanting to give up. I always had difficulty communicating exactly in words when I would talk to her because she originated from Italy. She came here when she was young with her husband, which is, I think the correct word is Nonna. I think I've been saying it wrong all these years, but my Nonna and Nonna. This house, they spent their lives working to pay off this house. And it truly is an honor to be here again. And it is also very sad that it's going to be sold because no one can stay here. It's too much pain for anyone who's ever been here. Because her sister got dementia, and she's basically completely gone now. She's still alive, but she's basically gone. My Nonna, some of the best memories I have of my Nonna is, of course, the dinners. You know, being Italian, we'd have huge dinners with the family. She'd always hold my hand and speak Italian to me, and I could somehow understand through just a non-verbal way. All I had to do was hold her hand, and she could literally be saying stuff I don't understand, but I could feel the love. But I did understand her in a way. I don't really know how to explain it. One of my biggest regrets was not taking her offer up to learn Italian when she was about 80, I think 80. The years go by so fast. I'm 27 now. She passed at 99, which I don't want to do the math. She taught me to play briscola, which is a Italian card game that has been something that I've taught my wife and her family how to play as well. I used to sleep here as well a lot when I was young. Used to sleep over. I'd be like, Mum, Dad, can I go to Nonna's? She was very strict apparently with my mum growing up. I never saw any of that with me. I think she just had complete adoration for me and my brother, and she cared so much about her other grandsons as well, and cousins and all that. The instant reaction is to say sorry for crying, but I shouldn't. God, I hope I hit record because I'm not doing this again. That's her. That was basically what I remembered her as in her prime before she got a lot older. I hope that was okay touching that. It just feels disrespectful to move things. It was a very, very unique it was a very unique relationship, I reckon, I had with my Nonna. As I said, I spent so much time here when I was younger, and during my teen years. I feel so bad, but I used to be like, yeah, I don't want to go to Nonna's, I want to go scoot around the parks and stuff, I want to go bike riding. But that's how all teenagers are. It wasn't until my 20s I started realizing how important family is. I'm going to miss her a lot. Once I can pay off the debt that I'm in now, I want to get a tattoo somewhere here of the one of the Italian cards with the date of birth and time of death to honor her, because I don't really know how to honor her properly. I'm in the kitchen right now. Just hope no one wakes up to see me in the waterworks. They'll see it on the video when they watch it, but I just don't know how to explain in words how much she meant to me. I feel like my connection to my Nonna was as strong as it is to my mother. And also my wife, obviously, like in a different ways. Because I met my wife when I was 14 and I'm 27 now. So I'm not looking forward to any of their deaths. That should be quite a while, but I've had companions pass away before. When I say companions, I mean pets. And I don't like saying the word pet because I feel like it demoralizes the creature's being. We don't own animals, but that's another tangent. But yeah, I've had companions die before. My auntie passed away as well here. She used to live here as well. I broke down as well with my auntie. I wasn't as close to my auntie as I wish I was more close to her, but so it didn't affect me as much as this. But it goes to show the emotional bond that humans can form with particular people really shows when they go. I also regret never being able to meet my Nonna. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong, but I've always said Nonna, so which is my grandpa, and my Nonna is my mum's mum, so that's the side of the family. I used to remember coming in here when I was younger, when my Nonna was alive. He died a lot younger, maybe 20. He died when I was like maybe 5 or something, and the only memories I have of him was him with his walking stick sitting on the chair going but I really wish I could have met him properly as an adult. My dad told me stories of how cheeky he was when they used to hang out, which is funny because my Nonna was in Auschwitz. He was one of the Jews in Auschwitz. So when my mum and dad met, because my dad is German, there's a bit of tension. It's a fun story to tell. Also, fun fact, my great-grandfather on my dad's side was a Nazi. So there's a bit of tension. But yeah, my dad tells me stories of when they used to go to the pub, and it's straying away from my Nonna, but this all ties in. And my Nonna used to go like to the women, and if Nonna found out, he'd fucking slap him. But it was so nice to see my Nonna like just accept my dad as his son-in-law, even though he was German. My Nonna has been through so much, and she was in so much pain in the end. And it feels bad to say, but I'm happy she finally passed, because she was so unhappy and miserable because she had seen everyone around her die. Once again, I hope this is on fucking record and I didn't pull a fucking dumbass Yulin move. I loved my Nonna very much. I've never been to a funeral before. This will be my first funeral. I wasn't able to make it to my auntie's funeral because my mental health was too bad. It's really bad at the moment as well, but I just couldn't miss my Nonna's funeral. I feel very bad for my mum and my uncle because they lost their mum. But in some sort of capacity, if you are able to watch this Nonna from an afterlife or some semblance of that ideology, I love you very much and we all miss you. And I'm very sad that I'll never be able to play Briscola with you again. I'm very sad I'll never get to taste your pasta again. I'm very sad I'll never be able to hug you again, but you will live in my head forever. I'm sorry if you can see some technology around. It feels a bit disrespectful, but I'm literally stacking my phone on top of a pillow, a footrest, and a chair on top of a Nintendo Switch that I brought here in case, like, I need to keep my mind busy while I'm here because of my mental illnesses. So it feels a bit disrespectful setting up all my technology here because she didn't grow up with technology, but I'm pretty sure, I know her personality, she'd be fine with it. But it doesn't get rid of that disrespectful feeling. I remember some nights when I'd sleep over, I'd sleep in the same bed with her. It was such a nice feeling. Yeah, once again, as I got into my teenage years, it was it's all about me, all that sort of shit. I really feel bad for. I'd even tried to avoid going to Nonna's when I was a teenager because I was so self-obsessed with my own life. So I regret that every day. But I mean, I should give myself some slack, I guess, because that's how all teenagers are. I think I'll probably stop the recording for now. There's so much more I can say, but I don't want this to go on for too long. And I don't think I can keep going. It's too much. So, yeah. There goes the Nintendo Switch charger. Jesus Christ. That's what I was recording on. Bye, Nonna.